everyone, it's Liz from Herflix. I'm here with our very special guest, Alexandra Wedenig, who directed, edited, co-wrote, and co-produced the movie The Reflections of Maya Rose. Hi!
Hi!
Thank you so much for coming today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Alright, so you have this movie that's about a young actress in LA, and she auditions for a part of Ava, and then she kind of wakes up in a different reality. Can you tell us, I watched the trailer, it seems so cool. Just tell us what it's about.
I'm not who you think I am, and I'm not crazy.
It's an interesting story. So she auditions for this character, and strange little things start to happen in her life, and reality cracks open. And as she follows the path into the life of this character, and their lives merge in a way. And yeah, there's like different storylines that interweave. And
so how did you start working on it in Austria? Like, how did you wind up working on it, filming in America? How did that happen?
It happened because I met Alma, who's my co-writer, co-producer, and lead actress. I met her 6 years ago in India when we were on a project there. I worked on it as an editor, and she was the lead actress in that project. And that's how we met, and we kind of hit it off and started writing together. And it was just so hard to find financing for our projects. So at some point I got so frustrated. I was like, Alma, we have to make a movie that we can finance on our own, and let's just do it. If it turns out really bad, we'll hide it in a drawer. We'll never talk about it, but let's just do it. And that's how it started. And because Alma, she lives in Los Angeles, and she doesn't speak German, so that's how it happened that we shot it in English and most of it in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And since I'm from Austria, and she had to come for a job in Italy that summer that we were shooting, and that's really close to Austria, so we decided, okay, let's shoot part of it in Austria for one of the storylines, because it's supposed to be a little bit look different and have a different vibe, and like be a little bit of a strange place that is not like in Los Angeles.
Right.
So I thought Austria could be good, and so we shot there in my sister's house in her garden.
That's so this sounds like the one set I want to be on, eh? Next time you need an actor. So, all right, tell me about that experience, because you're saying it seems like a truly grassroots project. You worked with your friend from a few years back, someone that you once worked with. How was it coming from having the idea to fruition, and especially as a woman filmmaker? What kind of obstacles and challenges did you find?
Since we financed it ourselves, the challenge mostly was to kind of make it work with the little that we had. So we did pretty much most of it. We did a lot ourselves. We did Alma and I together the costumes, and we ran around Los Angeles trying to find, props and did the set design ourselves, and so that was a lot of fun. And we just tried to go to places like Salvation Army, where you can get really nice cool furniture for very little money, and then after we shot we just donated it back because we didn't need it anymore. So.
And has the response so far, has it exceeded, has it gone beyond what you initially thought?
It's a little bit of my interesting story. It's not very, it's challenging to watch too, you have to try to follow, and it's not something that is like a very mainstream story that everyone can understand. You have to kind of put yourself into it a little, and it makes you think, it poses some questions. And so I was not sure how people would respond to that, but I had some really great responses from people who saw the movie, and we really liked it.
Oh, that's great.
So that for me is the biggest reward, if after screening people come to me and they say how they can relate to it, or in all kind of different ways, or how it made them think, or it could have been this way or that way, and they have their own connections that they make in their heads, about the story. So
where you've shown it now, you're showing it here, and this is your first trip to the New York, New Jersey area, right?
Yes.
Where else have you shown it?
It's been shown in Austria, in Vienna several times, and then it's been shown in Ohio at the Indie Gathering.
Oh, cool.
Where we won 5 awards there, so that was really exciting.
So exciting.
That was so exciting. I couldn't believe it. It was great.
what's next? Now that you have this successful film, are you already planning your next one and writing, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm like developing different ideas and writing. Yeah.
So, you're a young woman filmmaker, and we were talking before. You went to film school, but then you left and you just created. That's amazing, because so you learn by doing, essentially. Yeah. What would you advise young women filmmakers who want to become filmmakers? What advice would you give them?
Just do it. Just do it. Just don't be scared. Just do it. Don't wait for people to come to you. Just go out there and one thing that I find is important is that you find people you bond with and who you share the same vision, because that way you'll create together, and it will just make your work, more fun, because if you just work with anyone, then it may end up, like you have different ideas, different vision, and then it becomes more of a struggle.
Right. Now, you and Alma have plans to work again?
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, very, very good team. And she's so talented too, as an actress and as a writer. Yeah, she's great.
Well, good. Well, everyone, this is so exciting. Alexandra Wedenig. The film is called Reflections of Maya Rose. It's screening at the Golden Door International Film Festival, and it will probably turn out everywhere else, so keep an eye for it. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
You've been watching a HerFlix Moment.